in regards to this, in regards to the case of Banco Filipino?
Alam mo, I have a theory, and I could be wrong in this theory. But again, you're asking me my personal opinion, so let me just say it in candor and truthfulness. One, itong Banco Filipino case ay naging politika na issue. Naging politika ito dahil kung nabasa nyo at sometime in the recent past, mga 3 weeks, not more than 3 weeks ago, na mga balita na itong impeachment ni Chief Justice Corona na mayroon daw girlfriend si Chief Justice Corona who is now in the States na mayroon siyang maraming anak. Okay? At sinabi rito na ay si Chief Justice Corona binayaran daw ng Banco Filipino ng 200 million. Kung ito ang informasyon na walang basihan at all, at least in so far that 200 million is concerned, and I can speak for Banco Filipino. I could not speak about the private life of the Chief Justice, whether he has a girlfriend or not. But I can speak truthfully about this matter in so far as Banco Filipino is concerned. Wala hong katotohanan na binigyan namin ng pera ang Chief Justice or anyone in the Supreme Court. Because if that is true, yung kaso namin laban sa Bangko Sentral na pending sa Korte Suprema ngayon that has been pending for the past 25 years ay tapos na sana. Walang ganon. So, bakit nagpa-influensya si Presidente? Sa aking pananaw, dalawang posibilidad lamang ay talagang he is being deliberately misinformed by the Bangko Sentral officials and his advisors about what the truth is in order to conceal the illegal actions and the oppressive actions of the Bangko Sentral officials. At siguro, akala ng mga bank officials ay itong yung Pangulo natin ay medyo mahina ang pag-iisip.
Yan po ay perception lang ninyo.
Itong perception ko. Okay, itong perception ko. Ako, hindi naniniwala. Ako, ang paniwala ko ay sa talagang si Pangulong Pinoy ay talagang dedicated and sincere in his fight against corruption and abuses of government officials. But unfortunately, as President, when he is being called upon to resolve all of the problems of the country, he does not have the time for that, so he has to rely on the word of his advisors. So his advisors must really make sure na totoo ang sinasabi nila. I could understand why the President is saying this, kaya I could not fault him for that. But I am faulting our government officials, especially the leadership of the Bangko Sentral for not telling the truth.
Parang ang hirap kong paniwalaan ang hindi niya naiintindihan dahil naging congressman din siya bago siya naging presidente.
Alam mo, sa akin tayo ay may mga paniniwala eh. So, we are entering into a realm of what we personally believe in. This is my personal belief, and what others think otherwise about what I believe is their business. But I'm saying this simply on the basis of my personal belief.
But, hindi po kasi ako abogado. Isn't it that the right move should be the central bank will react instead of the president?
That is correct, because the Bangko Sentral is an independent agency of government. Under the Constitution, independent body yan. Hindi pwedeng makialam at hindi pwedeng pasukan ng politika yan. Pero nakikita mo, yung Bangko Sentral ay medyo in carrying out its function, lumalabag sa batas. Tingnan mo naman lumalabas sa impeachment, pati na yung mga information about their audit findings on AMLA. Which is supposed to be confidential, it now starting to appear na nagagaling yung information sa kanila labag sa batas. So these are the things that the President must immediately spot. Mayroong motive po na magsinungaling ang Bangko Sentral. Wala hong motive na magsinungaling ang Bangko Filipino.
Last two question. If the President is reacting without knowing the facts of the issue, isn't it that that is a tantamount of abuse of power?
I will have to give personally the President the benefit of doubt. Yes, arguably, one can maintain that it is not only an abuse of power, but it is something more dangerous than abuse of power, which is not understanding the limits of one's power.
So it might be the second candidate for the impeachment.
It can possibly be that. But you see, again, these are personal perceptions of people. And I do not want people to make judgments about something that is reckless and that is not founded on anything. I think we have to support our president. We have to, never in the history of our country have we had a president who has a full mandate of the people. We have to hold Bangko Filipino officials accountable for their actions. Nag-file na ho kami ng draft charges and criminal charges against these officials. Nagtataka lang tayo po kung bakit ay hindi natin pinupursige yan. Why is it that instead of initiating and supporting that investigation, our high officials refuse to do so? There might be some other political considerations for them doing that. But in spite of this political consideration, I cannot say with reasonable certainty and truth, or sincerity and truth, that the President is doing this with malice.
Okay. Pinag-iisipan ko kung acceptable. The last question is that if the CA came out with their decision in favor of the Bangko Sentral, and there is a statement ensure the reversal of the CA decision from Malacanang, and there is no still the decision from the Supreme Court. Hindi po ba dapat mag-ooperate na ang Bangko Pilipino?
Dapat, dahil yung desisyon ng Court of Appeals is immediately executory.
Yes, until such time na hindi pa naglalabas ang Korte Suprema
ng TRO.
Kailangan po bakit hindi pa nag-umpisa ang Bangko Pilipino?
Dahil nga, they have been banking and relying on this statement of the President. They're hiding behind the cloak of what the President says, which they themselves egged and lured the President into saying to the misinformation of the truth. And I hope that by our saying this in public and are making this known to our people, the President will discern what the truth is all about. And this is what we are making to him as a personal appeal. Mr. President, titignan niyo po kung ano ang katotohanan. Wala hong dahilan kung bakit magsisinungaling ang Bangko Pilipino dito. Sinara na po ang Bangko Pilipino. Kung nakikita natin na itong ginagawa ng Bangko Sentral Official na humihingi ng tulong sa Presidente ay para i-delay ulit ang pagbukas ng Bangko Pilipino. Alam natin na in 1991, no less than the Supreme Court ordered the immediate reopening of Bangko Filipino for its illegal closure in 1985 under the Marcos administration. But that decision of the Supreme Court in 1991, which directed the Bangko Sentral to come up with a rehabilitation plan so that Bangko Filipino can be reopened and will be able to operate with safety to its depositor, was not complied with. It was only in November 19 of 2010 that the Central Bank finally came up with this rehabilitation of business plan in compliance with that decision of the Supreme Court. But even then, they conditioned it upon our dropping our damage case as a result of that illegal closure in 1985. So, nakikita natin na dahil hindi tinanggap ng Bangko Filipino yung kondisyones na yon, although it accepted immediately the business plan. Even if we felt that the business plan was not enough, we accepted it. because that is what the regulatory authority said that we should do. We accepted it. But what I would like to make sure and make clear to the public, yung 25 billion financial assistance ay hindi binibigay ng Bangko Sentral na libre sa Bangko Filipino. Utang po yan na babayaran ng Bangko Filipino in a period of 20 years in accordance with the rehabilitation or business plan. But what is most important that our people should understand and the President should understand, yung 25 billion pesos ay hindi ibibigay ng Bangko Sentral sa Bangko Filipino. Kung hindi, gagamitin lamang para ibili ng government securities. Which government securities will be held by Bangko Sentral as security for the loan. So, if Bangko Filipino will not be able to operate with safety 1 week after this business plan is implemented, Bangko Sentral will not lose any single cent because it has the money and it has the government securities. So, what is Bangko Sentral trying to misinform the President about? And saying na mismanage daw ang Bangko Filipino and that's why hindi daw bibigyan ng 25 billion. When in fact, the court decision, the Court of Appeals decision precisely said Bangko Filipino is not mismanaged. So you only see that the reason why the President's assistance was being sought through this misinformation was precisely to delay again the implementation of the Court of Appeals decision.